In What Remains of Edith Finch, we were originally trying to make a game about awe, about what it feels like to see something that's simultaneously astonishing and overwhelming. Like being at the bottom of the ocean, or in the middle of a dark forest. But awe is tricky. It's personal. Seeing a gorgeous sunset in person might fill you with awe, but a picture of a sunset just feels like a cheesy greeting card. So instead of a game about awe, we made a game about the experience of awe. Rather than trying to evoke awe directly, we made a collection of stories about people being overwhelmed. And we've given players a chance to see the world through their eyes.
My name is Emily and I made Fractured Minds. I chose to do a puzzle-solving format for the game, mostly because it kind of reflects the challenges that you face with mental health issues. Like, it's a struggle to get the key and to open the door to the next room. Because of my own experiences with mental health and anxiety, it's quite like a personal topic for me. I actually missed quite a lot of school because of my anxiety, so in my free time I would basically work on the game. It was kind of like an outlet for my stress. I'm just so happy to have it reach Xbox and then actually be able to play it at home is just beyond exciting.
The Gardens Between is a surreal puzzle adventure that follows two best friends, Arena and Frent, as they fall into a mysterious world of garden islands. But in this game, you don't control the characters, you control time. In The Gardens Between, time is malleable, and sometimes you need to bend the rules in order to solve a particular puzzle. As we move time backwards and then forwards again, we can see that the saw progresses until finally a path is revealed. As we travel from island to island, we are taken on a journey along with the two characters. Together they need to find the light within each garden, and the light is often hiding in unexpected places. We follow the pair as they illuminate constellations in the sky that will reveal a beautiful story about friendship.
Hi, my name is Charles McGregor, and I'm the solo developer of Hyperdot. The premise for the game is pretty straightforward. Just try to dodge everything. For me, Hyperdot shows the potential for minimalism in games. Designing this way allowed me to tweak gameplay endlessly and provide a polished experience from start to finish. It also allowed me to include features that make the game playable by more people, like full compatibility with eye tracking and the Xbox Adaptive Controller. Now that Hyperdot is out, I'm seeing our players experience the game in so many different ways. I'm seeing people play in 5-minute sprints between matches while in queue, marathon the campaign, and families smashing random for hours together in multiplayer. And so, in the end, Hyperdot ends up being a game that shows how a commitment to flexibility can empower players to experience the game on their own terms. I hope you check the game out.
As game developers, we want to find new and meaningful ways to explore and communicate real-life topics with you, the players. In Old Man's Journey, this topic was the studio's founders' common ground of starting a family. Raising children, living up to the expectations of being a parent, while following our individual passion, is a topic that connects us as friends and partners. But it's also one that is universal for people all over the world. Everyone has some sort of personal relation to the topic of having or not having a family. We decided to create a character who struggles with those challenges. We chose an elderly man as a protagonist because it allowed us to let him reflect on his questionable choices in his past, while still creating empathy for him through his journey of redemption. We chose a simple story, told without text or voices, that resonates with players long after they put down the game and leaves them with a sense of hope for the future.
Silence is the sequel to The Whispered World, which was all about changes in life and if we want to embrace them or not. With Silence, we wanted to take this thought a step further and illustrate what happens if we change a little too much for our own good.
The colors, the smell? This is silence. Whoa!
Noah, the main protagonist, represents this change. To protect his little sister, Rennie, he must once again visit Silence, the dreamlike world between life and death. The inhabitants of Silence find themselves facing a new threat. Noah and Rennie are drawn into a struggle that requires them to confront their fears and make difficult decisions. The struggle within ourselves and ultimately the acceptance of others are core topics in modern society where many people try to generate attention regardless of the consequences. We wanted to create a stylized video game around this idea, even if it's a bit of an uncomfortable topic to think about.